a juggalo, cause we be banging the wicked shit and swimming up in the blood of mosh pits. We misfits and misunderstood. Got chapters of family off in each and every hood.
I'm a juggalo and you can eat a dick if you're not. And if you stay long enough, you get your eyeballs popped. I'm even worse now since the first curse. I'll cut words into my leg until it hurts.
Why do I call myself a juggalo, bitch? Cause we keep that scrub life and fuck that rich shit and steal that new.
What is going on, Machine Gun Nights? Welcome to the Shootout with Machine Gun Kelly. We are coming off of Destroy, Erase, Improve 2009, a great event that happened with a travesty at the end of it. You should check it out on DVD on FirestormPro.com so you can check out all the live commentary from me. But today is about memories. Today is about the past, the present, and the future. And today I have somebody on my show that is the biggest icon in this business today. He can't walk into a store without some child asking for his autograph. He can't walk into a bar without getting into a fight for some girl hitting on him. Who am I talking about? Somebody that made me want to get in this business. And it's the biggest star in this business. That is J-Rock Daddy. I want to give it up one time for you, dog. One time.
What's up, Greg Kelly? Daddy?
How's it going, buddy?
I'm all right.
Thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me.
First things first, man. I want to apologize for the travesty that happened at the end of Destroy, Erase, Improve.
Stop right there. Travesty is all that needs to be said. Everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows what should have happened, and everybody knows what didn't happen. Everything. It didn't happen. It's erased from this point on. So I'll tell you what. You apologizing?
Yes.
You apologizing for JC?
I am
You apologizing for these people?
For the people. I am
Pound
the
the rock,
voice.
dog. Let's move on.
Let's talk about it, man. February 5th in the Fantasy, you got a match coming up with the Aftermath. Seems to be a thorn in your side over the past 2 years. What I want to know,
Joker to my Batman?
exactly. What
Mr.
I want,
Freeze?
exactly. What I want to know, J-Rock, and I'm sure what our fans want to know, is how did a low-level card guy like the Aftermath end up being able to face a main eventer like you at Destroy, Erase, Improve, at War Games, at Something to Die For, against Jimmy Snuka? It seems like you can't shake this guy off. Why? Why? What is the history here? That's what I want to know.
Tell you what, Greg Kelly, sometimes you need to be shown the light. Sometimes people need to bring things out. Greg Kelly, you kind of put it in perspective there. It makes a whole lot of sense. Aftermath, dog, I applaud you. And I'll tell you what, man, I'll tell you why. Because you are smart, kid. You knew that with, about this much talent, about even a little less charisma and, about many microphone skills as as, the average person, you had kind of a little rough way to go there. So I'll tell you what you did. You looked at the atmosphere here in Firestorm Pro, and you looked at Ray Rowe, you looked at John McChesney, you looked at J-Rock, you looked at the big dogs. And you said, how can I run with them? Well, I can't run with them. But what I can do is I can follow them around. I can snip at their tails. I can get the scraps that fall off their table. And maybe, just maybe, if the other dogs see me running with the big dogs, then they think I'm part of the big pack. And that's what you did. You grabbed my coattails, and you rode everywhere I've been for the last 2 years. If it was a tag team match, it was the Aftermath on the other side. If it was a battle royal, the Aftermath was in it. War Games, I'm on one side, who shows up on the other side but the Aftermath. No matter where I go, the yin to my yang. And I'll tell you what, kid, I applaud you because it's worked. Because win, lose, or draw on February 5th, you will have cemented yourself a much higher place than you had previously to crossing paths with the Big Daddy of Destruction.
I want to ask you a question. For the past 2 years, you have faced the Aftermath off and on, but you have never beat him in a singles match. And I know it's a sore subject because I know how competitive you are, J-Rock. I know how competitive you are. But I also think that an asterisk should be next to it.
I'm going to tell you right there. You're exactly right. I don't even go no further. Because it's not like I can't beat the Aftermath. I hear that idiot Jeff Gorman out here with you every month, and he's saying the same thing. J-Rock hasn't beat the Aftermath. J-Rock owns the Aftermath. I have slapped you around time and time again. I knocked you upside the head with shovels. I've buried you. I've beat you around. Remember last year, Destroy, Erase, Improve, no disqualification match, street fight, all over the fantasy theater. I did things to you that should be illegal and probably are in several small countries around the world, Greg Kelly. But you keep coming back. You keep snipping at my tail. And now, finally, you've gotten to the point that we're at now.
Speaking of that particular match and the history that you have, let's not forget that, I want to know about how did the Aftermath take your personal property away from you, Vicky? I mean, does this affect you at all? Like going into this match, do you feel that she may interfere in the match at all?
Do you think it affects me, Greg Kelly? Do you think that the Aftermath, if I cared, I would maybe be out here ranting and raving that you stole my girl? Aftermath, I cared about as much for her as I do about a used piece of bubblegum. I cared about as much for her as I do for the wrapper on this taco right here. Let me tell you something. I tossed you to the side. You ain't nothing but a gold digger, and if I wanted her, Greg Kelly, I could take my phone out of my pocket. One phone call later, she'd be right here with me. Aftermath, remember the old saying, another man's trash is another man's treasure. Best of luck to you. Have fun with her. I know I sure did.
What kind of person can we expect to walk through the curtain? What's the animal inside of you going to be when you walk through that curtain on February 5th to face the Aftermath in your I Quit match?
Nothing different. Nothing different. Every month it's nothing different. I am at a level above everybody else. Every single month when I come to this ring, whether it's here, there, or anywhere, I am a cut above the rest. Aftermath on February the 5th, see, I don't have to plan ahead. I don't have to worry about next month. I don't have to worry about the next move in this stupid little chess game that we've been playing for 2 years. Aftermath on February 5th, it's the final move. It's the checkmate. It is the end of the story. And here's the difference. Pinfalls, submissions, disqualifications, they've all happened. And you're a great athlete, like we said, great competitor. But that is different because in this match, it's going to take something that you are not. And that is one hell of a great man. It is going to take one hell of a man to make me say the words, I quit. 12 years in this business, ain't never once, not a nan time has the words, I quit, come out of my mouth. Aftermath, he's talking statistics, figures, all that. It doesn't matter. This interview ends with this right here. February the 5th, all that matters is this. 5 letters, 2 words. 2 men, 1 winner. Me. You, my friend, will end the night on February 5th looking at him, looking at JC, looking at that camera, and looking at those people, and then you will say, I quit. Giving it up one time for the winner, the next heavyweight champion of Firestorm Pro, the true legend of Cleveland, the king of Cleveland, and the big daddy of destruction. I quit giving it up for J-Rock Daddy.
February 5th, you don't want to miss this one. Make sure you get your tickets now.